Judges 16:4-5 says, that after it came about that he loved a woman in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah, and the lords of the Philistines came up to her and said, entice him and see what great strength is, where his great strength lies, and how we may overcome him, and we may bind and afflict him. And then we will give you 1,100 pieces of silver. Well, if you're joining us in reading through this 90-day reading plan, today's reading is Judges 15:1 through 16:27. I encourage you to read that passage. Now, Samson obviously had a problem with women. He was not keeping his vow of purity, and he was choosing women who had no relationship with God. This is an interesting lesson to learn for all of us, men and women alike. If you're a believer, then you have a responsibility to maintain a pure relationship with the opposite sex. This does not mean that you can't have a physical relationship with your spouse, but rather that your spouse as well should be a believer and that God should be a part of your sexual experience. Sex is a powerful tool which God has given to us to become one with one another. When we misuse it, it becomes a powerful tool to destroy lives. Solomon misused sex. He sought women who were not in a relationship with God. He sought it with prostitutes. And he sought it with a woman who obviously could be bought. Now, our world today is inundated with sex. You cannot go anywhere without seeing a sexually oriented advertisement or television programs or just one going on the web. Even if you're looking at the news, it'll pop up. Because of this inundation, we must be incredibly careful as to what we see and what we listen to. Our minds can easily be turned, and Satan will do it in a very, very slow way so that we don't realize what is happening. This is one reason why we should constantly stay in the Word and in prayer. It is only when we're seeking after God that we will be able to protect ourselves from that sin which comes so naturally.